Hey there, and thanks for tuning in to this First Alert Weather Plus forecast. I'm your Chief Meteorologist, Rachel Garceau. Starting today with that holiday countdown because Labor Day is in sight, and of course, then all the fall holidays start stacking up right behind it. So at the time of this recording, Labor Day 8 days away, just about a week to go until the unofficial end to the summer season. Labor Day, by the way, September 1st coincides with the kickoff to meteorological fall, which follows the calendars, but the actual start to fall, which most of us picture, which is the astronomical kickoff to the new season with that autumn equinox, or the autumn solstice, I should say, is coming our way 29 days from now. September 22nd, we officially kick off fall. So Halloween, 68 days to go, plenty of time to plan the perfect Halloween costume. And Thanksgiving, 95 days. I think you probably should start thawing the turkey now with just about 95 days to go until Thanksgiving. All right, in the short term, let's talk about what is on the way. Active weather will continue to ramp up day by day. On Sunday, we saw those clouds start to take over. We saw a couple sprinkles of rain over the region Sunday. We'll see those chances increase day by day through Wednesday. That's when we bring first alert weather conditions into play because of how widespread and rampant rainfall and thunderstorm activity will be. After that, we see those rain and storm chances back off, and that means Labor Day weekend at this point is looking really good, sunny and pleasant, but we have a lot of active weather to get through first. Now, let's take a look at where we've been temperature-wise for the last couple of weeks. We've seen high temperatures in the triple digits, the 90s and the 80s. So as we look at where we're headed this week, that temp trend for the Boise area for the next several days, we'll start off the work week warm, 90 degrees down to 88 on Tuesday. That is seasonable for this time of the year. But however, look at Wednesday as that rain really ramps up. Clouds take over. Active weather moves in. We'll hit the 70s for the middle of the week. It is short-lived, though. By Friday, we're back up near 90 degrees. So as temperatures drop, that active weather, the chance for it increases. So Wednesday, we have an 80% chance, very likely that we will get hit with some heavy rain, some thunderstorm activity off and on throughout the day Wednesday. But you can see even Tuesday and Monday, there's a possibility in the Treasure Valley that we could have that active weather firing off. Starts much earlier in the Magic Valley, as early as Monday afternoon. We could see rounds of heavy rain popping up in the Magic Valley. That will continue through the middle of the week and then start subsiding as the monsoon moisture that's triggering that active weather starts to back off and down to about 20% chances by the end of the week. And unsurprisingly, in the mountains, Wednesday into Thursday become our most active days. But the trend here, the similarity is that Wednesday carries the highest chances of that active weather. That is why we have a first alert weather day in place. It will likely impact outdoor plans you might have, could impact your morning and afternoon commutes as well. Takeaway 2, maybe just don't wash the car until the end of the week, as Mother Nature will be undoing that work that the car wash did. Good news here, though, is that we finally have a chance for some real measurable precipitation across the region. Remember, so far in August, Boise's only seen 0.02 of an inch of rain, 0.02. That is it. Now, this is typically our driest month, so not surprising. We've had several Augusts over the years with no measurable rainfall, but when we are in a semi-drought across much of central and southern Idaho, we'll take all the rain that we can get. So places like Cascade could see almost 0.8 of an inch of rain by Wednesday night. Boise, maybe 1/3 of an inch, about 1/3 as well possible in the Twin Falls area. Much heavier rain expected as we head to the eastern side of the state. Rexburg, for instance, could see over an inch of rain. Remember, these are just rainfall potential numbers. Not necessarily a given, but this is what we could see over the next several days. So every little bit helps. We'll take what we can get. However, in some of our mountain areas and in eastern Oregon over our burn scars, that rain could be too much of a good thing. We have some flash flood and debris flow concerns if we get those buckets of rain that fall at once over those areas. So we'll keep an eye on that for sure, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday in particular. Here's the culprit behind that wet and active weather. Not necessarily the high pressure itself, but the flow of our southwest air here coming around that ridge of high pressure, pushing a lot of monsoon moisture up into eastern Oregon and southwest Idaho. And that moisture will continue to amplify and just saturate the atmosphere over the next several days. So temperatures will drop again as that moisture increases. So high pressure slowly drifts over to the east, and that will allow temperatures to cool early in the week. As this area of low pressure starts to slide a little bit southward, it'll stay pretty far off the west coast, but a little lobe of energy will come off of that system, and that's what will help really increase that storm activity on Wednesday because we'll just have a much more dynamic atmosphere combined with the saturation of the atmosphere as well. Then high pressure by Friday starts to rebuild. So by the kickoff to Labor Day weekend on Saturday, sunshine emerges. We're nice and dry and comfortable. That area of low pressure again stays mostly off the west coast. It looks like at least into early next week. First few days of September, sunny, dry, warm weather will hold on. Speaking of warm weather, it's been a hot couple of days over the Pacific Northwest and will stay very warm as we head into the start of the work week. We have extreme heat warnings in place along much of the I-5 corridor. Portland, for example, to kick off the work week, 95 degrees. We'll be at 90 in Boise. It's pretty rare in the summertime that Boise is less hot or cooler than Portland. That will be the case tomorrow. Look up North Lewiston pushing 100 to kick off the work week. Spokane at 96. Good news is after that, we start seeing temperatures get dialed back a bit. We'll be at a comfortable upper 80s area, upper 80s for the Treasure Valley on Tuesday. Portland lands at 90 on Tuesday, then finally some relief for the West Coast down into the low 80s for Seattle and Portland on Wednesday. That's our coolest day of the work week, 77 in Boise. Look at Twin Falls struggling to even make it out of the 60s on Wednesday. Idaho Falls won't. Upper 60s is all we expect there for eastern Idaho as that heavy rain comes in. All right, let's talk about those long-range 7-day outlooks for the area. We'll start with the mountains. You can see the takeaway here from Monday through Thursday, isolated come-and-go storm chances and rain showers. So again, flash flood concerns are highest on Wednesday as we have the potential for seeing some very heavy rain at times. Temperatures only in the mid-60s in places like McCall midweek. Then we start seeing things dry out and clear up again just in time. If you have a campsite reserved in the mountains for Labor Day weekend, don't let the early week forecast make you discouraged. Things are looking really nice as we head into the holiday weekend. 7-day outlook for the Magic Valley. Wednesday is the first alert weather day, but we do have active weather on deck Monday through Thursday. Again, though, Wednesday, highest chances that these storms will have the biggest impact on outdoor activities from morning to night. Doesn't mean it'll be a washout all day, but it does look likely that off and on from Monday through Thursday, we'll have those raindrops coming in, rumbles of thunder, gusty winds, and potentially, again, lightning strikes that could be cloud to ground. So fire danger, even though we have heavy rain with these systems, still a concern across much of the area. All right, 7-day outlook for the Boise area. We'll stay at 90 early in the work week, so still very warm on Monday. Slight chance of a couple showers popping up. If we don't see any sunshine, I don't think we'll get much in the way of storm activity on Monday, but Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, as that atmosphere gets much more dynamic, that's when we'll see those storm chances ramp up. Likely rumbles of thunder and lightning strikes coming and going, especially Wednesday as early as the morning, as that disturbance in the atmosphere will help trigger some storms potentially early. We'll drop down to a high of just 77 degrees. Pretty phenomenal considering Monday morning our low was 70, so that kind of puts it into perspective how cool that temperature is. Thursday we climb back into the low 80s. We keep some isolated storm chances around. Those drop off dramatically on Friday. Sunshine returns. We dry out for the weekend, looking really nice Saturday, Sunday on into Monday. Those temperatures back up above average. We hit 90 degrees by Sunday. Thanks so much for tuning into this First Alert Weather Plus forecast. We'll see you next time.